And we can just dance the night away until we get no more. Shake all the hurt away so you can feel and forget who you used to be. For just tonight, could you just dance the night away?
Okay, back at it. Didn't even notice that there was a bug at the time. People were talking in map chat. Sorry, I'm reading their chats. Oh yeah, this is where we can, like, I think we can wake up the scrit. The drunk scrit. Wakey wakey, eggs and bacon. My poor children. Wakey wakey. I don't like that we're kicking them. Can we just rub their back? I mean, I'm sure they smell like junk and probably smell like rat, but I mean, they're still sentient, you know. At least poke them with your bow. Don't kick them like with your feet, you know. You know, just kind of like take the end of your bow and poke them and be like, "Hey, you still alive? Cool, good. Wakey wakies." I like when we can carry Scrit and where we can when we can help them with stuff like this, these little petty things. There's just something cute about it, you know? Just being able to be useful. Those are very easy for the most part. Wakey wakey. Poor Scrit. They're all so tired. Look at them, all nappy. Super drunk, are we? Super drunk. Sorry, I thought that was somebody there, but I think it's not. Oh. I sputtered. Sorry. One video is being rendered right now while the other is being recorded, so it's very particular.
Combat ready.
Sorry, I was looking around. I thought I'd seen more Z's. He's behind the pillar. That's the way to do it. Just wake up 10 Scrit and be like, okay, fine, you're all not dead. Just proceed on your way. Okay. Nightmare Court. Hiding out under the log like the weird rats they are. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go back this way. Oh, there's actually another waypoint back here. Point of vision back there. Sorry, my bad. We're going back into the Scrit tunnel, I guess. See, I want like this kind of decoration in my homestead stuff, like the tree logs and the leaves and the stuff like that. I want all of that. Okay, so we're gonna go back up here and into this cave and stuff, but I didn't step close enough to him. There we go. Let me see here. Now, I'm gonna go out this way. I'm gonna go out this way and loop it back around, I think. But, as I said, we're gonna go around the cave, the mountain, and come back around the other way. The reason being, I would like to get the, I'd like to get, more of the mountain explored. There's a heart here. We could do the heart. Let's see. Ah. That's how you would get up there. Weapons from ore. Risen maggots, okay. Now, there are smaller platforms, but I just kind of went up higher. Here we go. The pretty terrain. See, I went on like a homestead stuff where like there's trees. We have plenty of trees. We have like the peach trees and stuff, but I want some of the green trees from core area. They made some beautiful trees in this game. I won't give them all the credit in the world for that. Gosh, like I said, going back and doing this makes you appreciate all of the things they did for core game. This game is insane with its core stuff, and Guild Wars 1 is the same way. Both games deserve the praise, but dang, you can't deny this isn't insane. Okay, so they have weapons, so we'll grab those weapons and start testing them on enemies. 15 or more. People are talking. Sorry, I'm keeping up with chat, and they're very gabby, and I'm very happy for them. Like, I mean this with all the respect I can think of.
Bring it.
Oh, you can fight them, okay. Disgruntled. Ah, we can pick fights with the disgruntled! Yes! I don't think I've done this before. Hey, you want to pick a fight? Let's go.
Fight so that all may be free. Bring it.
Come on, weakling. Weak sauce. I don't even have a good bow. Yeah, eat him. I love that arrow shot. Okay, yeah. So we should go about doing other things other than beating people up, but it is fun. I will admit. Okay. So yeah, we go to ore core. Okay, so we don't need a weapon. I think I'm mixing up one of the heart missions that are down here. I thought it was the one we had to use weapons to test it on the ore. The use ore weapons to test it on the one guys, but no, I think this is just us beating the tar out of the undead. Destroying plants and whatnot. I still think Savarians should be immune to poison, or at the very least resistant to it. Because they are plants, right? Technically everything in moderation, right? So technically I can see a plant them being a little bit more immune to it. I also think it'd be interesting if other races also had an immunity thing. Like a single immunity. Or maybe just a resistance. So like they still could be damaged by things, but their chances of surviving it are easier, kind of thing. Plant. Get rid of that. Might as well. You know. Man, look at that. Take it over. Do we need any points of interest in here? No. Okay, cool. We're going back this way. I just was chit-chatting with them. Probably only need to kill like 2 more of these. Maybe kill more of them in a maggot. Because I know the maggot ones give us more points. After all, Blish says so, and it's proven to be so. But point being is, yeah. Okay, cool. Didn't have to worry about that. Awesome! Let's see. So yeah, we need to go back and get a point of... Did we get this waypoint here? Okay, cool. So we've made a relatively normal loop around the mountain. So I could theoretically... I'm wondering... I've done this one, right? I've done this hero point here, right? I'm thinking about going over here and getting this point of interest over here. And then we would just have to worry about the mountain. Also, this map is extremely useful. My guildmate had said this, and I'm gonna make this a comment on the video. If you are looking for platinum, this map is the map for platinum. This one and I believe, yeah, Firefly. Try here first, and then come this way, because both of these maps I have come across have a lot of platinum. I mean, there's probably a lot of other maps that also have platinum, but these ones definitely have a ton. Yeah, give me a scanner. So yeah, these ones definitely are one of those things. Hold up. Okay, no, sorry, that was just a cart to get them. Scan. Okay. So nothing there. What was the dig site? There's nothing great here. So they're just sitting there that one and doing it over and over. That's fair. These are cool guns, though. I think these are cool. This site I wish was more I wish these things were more fun to do. These little site things, because there are very few of them that actually work. You know. I think spiders is almost more effective, I think. Mark all the sites. Collect artifacts, turn them in. Mark them. Is that what I'm supposed to do? Is mark them and then do it that way? No, okay. Whatever. I was reading the thing. Just grab a scanner, mark a site, skill 3. Collect artifacts from mine site, turn them in and kill them.
Study the past to survive the future.
I'm curious. Sorry. There's a point of interest there. Ah, so you have to wait for them to do it. Okay, so I was like, that kind of sucks, but okay, you have to wait for them to come over and do it. And they take their sweet ass time. Okay. Let's see how it is. Okay, I can get behind that. Work harder, Priory. I'm part of the I was part of the organization before. How are you so slow? Use that pickaxe. That's all you do. Hurry up. He takes so long. I have enough. Okay, I have enough time between you digging this hole to go kill 7 zombies of equal level with me.
Knowledge is the greatest treasure.
I'm gonna turn these other ones in, but I'm just saying, I tactically don't have to, like, you know, maybe it's because I've already mined from that one before. I like how worms also like treasure. Because it could be that you can't mine the same spot, which makes sense, but I don't know if that's the case or not. Seriously, why is your back so exposed? What is it with these different guilds and having all their back exposed? Like, you work in an occupation where you need to, like, you know, not die. You don't work in an office setting where you can sit there and have your back exposed and not have an issue. That is literally you have one shanking, like, it only takes one zombie to shank you in your ribs and you are gone. You know, don't get me wrong, I don't like the fact that my jacket comes over everything, but at least I'm armed. You know what I mean? If you're a Mesmer, you can afford to be a little stabby, okay? Or a little bit stab-proof, because you technically could just make... Okay, you know what? I'm gonna play a thought for you, because it just occurred to me that Mesmer is probably one of the only few classes that you could theoretically be wearing less, like have the exposed parts of your clothes, and it makes sense. Why? Canonically, you know, or like skill-wise, Mesmers can actually turn, I'm gonna try a different one. Mesmers can make copies of themselves, you know? So, it wouldn't surprise me if they would be able to, I'm gonna make him do some more work. So he just took forever to do his job there. It would make sense to me that a Mesmer might try to deceive you by making themselves look very stabbable, so that they could get you to try and get them, you know what I mean? It's like a bait, except clothing based, you know? Because a Mesmer could just be very careful with it and make it happen. I think that's a really cool concept, though, because Mesmers are light class anyways, or lightweight class, so a lot of their clothing is very pretty and fluid and cool looking and less, and kind of flashy and less protective. Whereas, like, metal, like heavy class has a lot of metal on their armor. Medium is covered in leather head to toe. Like, I feel like we need a little less leather. Look at this, just covered in it. But, like, it makes sense as to why they did the way they did. But for Mesmer, that makes actually a whole lot of sense. Like, it could be a very good, you know, camouflage thing. Like, it's like a trick. Like, come stab me. I'm totally vulnerable. Oh, you got my clone. Proceeds to come behind you with giant greatsword. You know? It would make so much more sense. I sell junk to you. I think I still have more of that stuff on me. Do I? No. Okay, cool. Great. Lovely. But yeah, I think that would be like such a cool, like, concept, you know? It also would make sense why, like, okay, Jenna, the queen, the human queen, she walks around in bare feet, you know? Now, granted, I think she walks in bare feet because canonically she's comfortable that way. And it has something to do with her and her child and stuff like that. But it would be cool if canonically she also did this to make herself seem like an irresponsible person. You know, like making it seem like she's an irresponsible royal and that she can't run away. But if she's a powerful Mesmer, she doesn't need to run away if she's able to make clones and stuff. You know what I mean? So it could be like a oh, I'm so defenseless, can't even run away. Wait, hold up, you know? But, like, because Jenna is a leader, is a very powerful creature. Well, most of the leaders in this world are actually very powerful, which I think is cool. That they all have physical strength to back their influence. Because let's be real, Guild Wars 2 is taking place in a medieval time frame. Well, kind of like a magical medieval time frame. It's not really quite medieval, but it's close enough, right? But I like that it does. Am I at that one spot where the cave turning opening is? Yes, I was gonna go into the cave this way. It's easier to get in here via here. But like canonically, it makes a lot of sense as to why, you know, all the leaders are powerful, because magic is a big thing, and you would need to have some backing, and it couldn't just be, you just can't be politically great. You got to be politically powerful too. You know what I mean? Okay, cool. I don't remember if I had to step in that. I think last time I stepped in that when I first did it, but I can't remember if I really needed to. Or if I just did it because I'm a special cookie. Okay, cool. Now the other visa's back here, I think. Yes. Kinda. Okay, I did find out I don't have to stand in this. I can just stand right here. But yeah, like, you know, it makes sense canonically why, like, she might kind of come off as looking dainty and like, oh, I'm just so, you know, foolish, blah, 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 blah. You know, a lot. Okay, cool. So we only have the one visa. Awesome. And that one visa is up on the mountain, which means I'm gonna have to go out and climb up the side of the mountain. I'm trying to decide if I want to go via a waypoint or just do it. I could go to a waypoint. It would be faster to do as a waypoint because there's a section here I can do. I hate the destroyers, are annoying. There's a lot of them here, and they just get worse as they go along. Okay, because as we get closer to they get closer to the boss fight, they'll get more aggressive. Okay, but let's see. I think this one was honestly the most boring of them. Any keepers? I don't know. I could check. They're wanting into the what do they call it? What's the word I'm looking for? They want into the secret jumping puzzle. Let's go over here. I can check the one over here by the fire one. I mean, we're gonna go this way anyway, so it's not a big deal. I'm already over here. It's fine to spend a little silver and copper on answering a question and whatnot. Because if they are wanting it in, then we might go into. Oh, God. Okay, come on. There we go. Stupid ooze, I hate that. There we go. Okay, because when was that? Yeah, that was only a minute ago. Weird. I got it after doing 5 rifts here. That's kind of cool. Maybe a bug, maybe a glitch, who knows. Okay. I got some of this. This really should be in your, like, inventory. Okay. I don't want to start it in case that guy wants it, because he probably wants it in. I'm gonna stand here and do things. Okay, so this one is locked behind... Oh, I need to... Really? Need smithing and wilderness. Okay, so you just need these ones mastered? Okay. I was expecting a little bit more, but we'll get to that more. We're almost done with this. We've got one more of this one, and then we have all of this, which is, you know, a lot, but... Okay, cool. Do we need into the garden? I think we've already been over there. Yeah, we've been over with this tune. Okay, but we're gonna go up to the... There they are. I don't know. That I thought that was them, but I think that was someone else coming by. They're just passing by. They've been running around doing other things. I've seen their avatar at least once, I think, right? I don't know. There's been a few players that just kind of stepped past around me. But we're going to see if we can get up. There is an easier pathway up here than this. I just kind of was already here and kind of was like, maybe I could get up here this way. Because you can get up the other path that I was going at earlier. Interesting. Sorry, I was curious. That was weird. Yeah, see, look at that. That's weird. What's going on? I mean, I'm just gonna use the Springer to get out, but I don't remember the floor phasing through that way. But it's whatever. Maybe I went up the weird way and just didn't really notice it. Into the lava you look. Deep into the mouth of it. Honestly, that is the coolest waypoint of Visa ever. It was so hard to get to the first time because I didn't know how to get it, because I didn't realize I could just walk up the side of the mountain. I never really thought I could. I thought, oh, it's a mountain. Surely it's too, steep. They have this grand mountain. Nope, it's walkable. Just gotta find the right path. Nice. Another map down. I'm curious. Did they get the Keeper of Light now? Oh no, he's over there. I'm more curious if they actually did. They probably teleported in or went somewhere else. Maybe they got busy. Oh, yeah, they're still there. So they must have decided against it. Okay. That or they had a friend go in. Let's see. I think those are the Rift Hunters. Right? No, those are the Rift Hunters. Who is this big charge of people, like, going around? Is there just a few groups of people? Oh, they're all here together? Alright, we'll go ahead. Why not? There's 3 of us here. What do you get? What else do we wait on? I've already called it. Can't be that bad. I had a thought when I was like, well, we're already here. Why don't we just go do the jumping puzzle? Because, like, I know we don't have the cool stuff. Like, we don't have, like, the portals and the mounts and stuff and whatnot. We'd have to do the puzzles the hard way, but it's still a free chest. At some point, I need to camp a tune here for both accounts for this area, because I love this area. It's also a really good place to have garden nodes for, because once you buy your lions second lions garden plot, or specifically your first, depending on what you start with first. I obviously got my cook high and got the free one, but after that you can get them for relatively once you get them, then you can start working on coming here and building a garden. I think that's so cool that you get to build a garden here, so you get to build a garden here and everything, and it's kind of cool. And then it becomes a permanent fixture. So anyone who's come here has it, even with the other tunes and stuff. It becomes a permanent thing for your account. It's really fun. Do suggest, absolutely do suggest. Give me a piece, and we're jumping off into the oblivion. Let's go grab this earth one. And hope to goodness that we can get it before the guys give us problems. Oh yeah, we got this element already. Yeah, so I did come in here and I just didn't finish it. Cool, then I don't have to worry about that. Now we have to go and get air. This one's gonna suck because we're gonna have to do air and then we're gonna have to jump. But yeah, we do have Springer, we could technically cheese it, but I'm not going to. Not because not for any particular reason why I didn't want to cheese it. I just find that this section of the puzzle is easy enough. And I feel like, and I also don't know if I need to have Max Springer for that or just normal Springer. Probably normal Springer. Probably that's a little loud, sorry. Probably just normal Springer because it's not that high of a jump, but, you know, whatever. I like these mushrooms when they're, like, relatively big and on the ground. It's when they're on trees, it's like, are you serious? Why you do this to me, game? I had a guy standing here, he's like, I don't know what to do! And I was like, come up here, because I was on my sky scale because he saw me flying. He's like, wait, where are you going? I need help. I'm like, what's wrong? He's like, I don't want to go. I'm like, it's up here. You can go this way. He's like, yeah, I got up here, but I keep falling because the near the griffin nest, and I can't get up. Exactly. It was a little Surin too, and he's like, so I showed him not jump there, the side jumps, because he didn't know that you're supposed to jump that way. He goes, oh. I'm like, do you want to jump that? And he goes, not really, but I really want the chest. And I said, would you like a ride? He goes, I could ride your dragon, because he didn't know what it was called. And I said, oh no, you can ride my turtle, because we don't have, it has a mount, it has a back seat. He goes, it has a back seat? I'm like, yeah, it does. I think I've done this one already, but we're gonna do it again because it's fastest way down. Yeah. But yeah, he was like, really? It's like, I got him onto the back of the turtle, and he goes, oh my god, this is so much easier. And I'm like, yeah, because I just carried him all the way to the top. Because you can, in fact, carry someone all the way to the top. Sorry, that was OBS. It was mad at me for daring to click on it at some point. I don't know why. It was just mad. Anyways, but yeah, he's like, that's so nice that you can like carry people up this. And I'm like, it's really nice. I can turtle people in this puzzle, almost all of them except the sun one. And then I gotta be careful when I'm around the tree, because I've dropped people before. By accident, obviously. But, you know, same thing. I can't turtle people up here as much. I think you can turtle somebody, up here onto this, because you have to be on the wind section. But in order to do it, I had people cannonball out. I asked him if you had the ability to glide, and he said yes. And I said, he says he didn't have the mounts because he hadn't gone to the Path of Fire. He wanted to do it kind of order, wanted to get through core before he went that way. Okay, but I told him that he may have to abandon ship and glide the way, but I think we did end up making it. I think, okay, we made it to the top of one of these branches, I think, and then I fell, and so I had to climb back up, and he was hiding in one of these spots, like, waiting, because he wasn't sure. He was, like, waiting right here, I think, because, this is the mushroom. This one's the hard bit, I think, of this whole part here. It's because, like, it's cool looking, it's pretty looking, it's well designed, there's not branches in my face. It's just, I'm always so scared, because you are looking down, and you can see how far you fall down. And when I first did this, when I was the first new player to this game, I fell from this jumping puzzle a lot. Like, insanely a lot. I don't remember if I jumped from here or not. I think I did, but we'll jump from it just to be safe.
I was at a safe distance from a rage.
Yeah, you were 2,000 miles away from my rage. And he still heard me screaming through the microphone like a banshee. To be fair, it's not my fault. Alright? It's not my fault because things were difficult and I was stupid and I didn't know what to do. And I needed an adult, and he did not encourage adulthood. He just laughed at me and made fun of me. He bullied me. Valid maybe, but still. It's really funny. A lot of the guildmates, when I tell stories about my husband when we were running around in core by ourselves, and just exploring everything, and I tell them about how mean he was to me the whole time, or joking about those things, they're all like, that's sweet. And I'm like, that's not sweet. He bullied me. And they're like, well, he isn't a Surin. What do you expect? I literally had one guildmate be like, well, he does main a Surin. I don't know what like, you knew what you were signing up for is what she was basically saying. I'm like, oh, that's just dirty. And she goes, is it? I'm like, I don't think I can forgive you for that. Alright, cool. Can I even use a pistol? Yeah, I can't use it. I do think I should be able to use a pistol for this particular, like, character. Like, for a ranger. Someone mentioned that rangers should be able to use rifles. I think so, too. I think they should be able to use rifles because it's a hunting utensil. But, I get why they don't. They probably just did it as a balancing thing. You know? Anywho, we're gonna end this here, and I think that was a pretty good thing. We got this map done. I might teleport to... See, I'm pretty sure... I want to really go down here and finish ore out, because ore is going to be such a pain. But I really do think that it's probably better if I go back up into Charland. So we might go back up into... Go back up to Lion's Arch and go to the portal room that's up here, which is with this area, this Eastern Ward area, the plaza. I'm going to go teleport there, and I think what we'll do is we'll head into Charland. I'm skipping the Shiver Peaks because it's my favorite, and I skip it all the time when I'm doing like maps and stuff because I love them. So we'll do we'll do Charland and then Orland because I want Orland done. Orland took so long, especially when you have to wait for shit to like open up. Anyways, that'll be it for this video.
And we can just dance the night away until we get no more. I'll shake all the hurt away so you can feel and forget who